Marcus, really? You're gonna do it right there? That's okay. Again, my name is Marcus. I work for Alice. Welcome to the Pop-Up Lounge. I want to thank Pop Chips for sponsoring the lounge. I like saying Pop Chips because it sounds like hot chicks. Don't be embarrassed, you know. You already know, you know. You guys are awesome, and I want to thank this particular segment of the Alice audience, and I'm speaking of you in a group because you guys are the guys that want to know about the new music first, because we got some new artists that we are really, really, really super excited about. Jane and I barely contain ourselves. Ed Sheeran is here tonight. We're super stoked about. Vicky Martinez is here tonight, which we're super excited about. And we're ready to get started. You guys ready to get started? Remember, no flash photos. But on behalf of Sarah and Vinny, I want to welcome you. And so our first artist, I spent a lot of time, even though I grew up here in the Bay, I spent a lot of time working in Seattle. I worked in Seattle for 9 years, and when we would book shows at the big outdoor festivals, they always book local talent. And one day I was walking across the meadow and I'm listening to this girl sound check, and I'm like, wow, she's just crushing it through this big field. And I look on stage and I said, who's that girl? And somebody said to me, she's 16, her name's Vicky. And I was like, that's something. Fast forward, like literally 10 years, and I'm watching The Voice, I got my popcorn, and here comes CeeLo, and here comes this girl out of the back, and I'm like, I know that chick. So then I rushed to friend her on Facebook before everybody and their mom does. Because now I'm down, right? No. Anyway, I want to welcome on stage somebody who we're very proud of and very excited about, Vicky Martinez. Come on out. This would be an awesome time to ask questions while she's nowhere near a microphone.
It's just too short.
This small.
That's our engineer's inside joke, by the way. He doesn't tell anybody.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for having me.
How has it been like the last couple of years? Has it been like a blink of an eye, or is it like, oh my God, we're on the road again. Oh my God, when do I sleep? Like, can you describe it?
Well, last year the show started in February, and I really didn't know anything about it. I just knew that I couldn't talk about it. And then fast forward June, we were in this hotel. Hey, Brad. We were in this hotel for how many months? February, June, 4 months, whatever. We walk out and people recognize us, and I was just like, oh, I kind of forgot that millions of people had watched the show, and we were just like excited to be out, being able to walk freely. So it was definitely a roller coaster for us.
And how has it been recently now that you were on the show on Tuesday night performing with CeeLo? That must have been awesome. Is it like Hunger Games now, where you're like, people, oh my God, you got to run for your life and stuff? Or
No, I mean, you know, I'll be honest, you know, it's definitely a great platform, but you know, these shows move quickly, and obviously the reason we all go on these shows is to be able to make it to this point, you know, to make our own music, promote our own records, and you know, then it's work. You know, it's not like, oh, Coke decides to, not cocaine and Coke, Pepsi, Coke, whatever, you know, Coca-Cola.
I mean, it's rock and roll.
Decides to sponsor you, then you're on a commercial, then you're doing this. It's like, The Voice worked a little differently. They kind of like were a kickstart for us to get a deal, but still, you know, remain an artist and do what we wanted to do. So I'm doing it old school, promoting my record, and here I am.
The EP is out.
The EP is out, yeah.
And you're going to do the new song tonight, which I'm pretty excited about.
Yeah.
And so what was the first real rock and roll moment then, where you were like, oh, might be an issue, or this is going to be awesome?
It was getting like a call from like a publicist saying, oh, you're going to the Lil Wayne release party and you have to walk carpet at, you know, from 9 to 10, and you have to get there late so that it looks like you're a rock star. And I'm like, what? Like, this is weird. And I was like, what do I have to wear? And then, something nice, look nice. Okay, okay. So that was pretty interesting.
And you grew up in Tacoma, is that right?
Yeah, Tacoma.
Which is, for anybody familiar with Tacoma, Washington?
Yeah.
All right.
South of Seattle.
It smells like paint and almond roca. When you go home, is it weird? Is it different?
Yeah, at first, when I came home, I, went to my old stomping grounds, the places I like to hang out at, and there was an art festival that was usually kind of small, just pretty comfortable to go to. And I looked out, because I was going to do a surprise, do a couple songs.
Right.
And it was 4 blocks down, just packed with people. And when I came down, it was just I'm this small, I'm this tall. And it was just kind of wow, it felt a little different because Tacoma's always been a place that, you can walk down the streets. It doesn't matter who you are, everybody treats you, the same. And this was a little different for me, so.
What about your friends and family and stuff? Did it get a little different? Did you ever show up at somebody's birthday party and there's a microphone there and they're like, oh, well, we figured since you're here.
I had some cousins that I didn't even know I had, emailing or calling me oh, we have a great investment. What do you think? I'm like, I was just on a show that doesn't make me rich, so don't be asking for that yet, guys.
She's gonna be in town doing a full show at the Hotel Utah.
Yeah.
6/23/12.
Yep.
Don't put it down because you'll miss the show. I'm kidding. Go ahead. 6/23/12, Hotel Utah. You guys give it up for Vicky Martinez.